really hard.
You know how they did the vote against the super trawler, and I was so stoked that won.
Yeah.
But it's coming up again soon anyway, and by then it'll be like, oh, didn't we already vote on that? Whatever, we're bored. Move on, and super trawler comes on in. You know, like it'll be one of
with
those
a different
things.
name.
Yeah. But when I read the actual building of that thing and I was like, I feel like I'm reading the plot to a fucked up horror sci-fi film. Who on this earth came up with the fucking blueprints to this war machine?
Yeah.
Like, wow.
And guess what? In 5 years, they'll have something even better. Like for them, in every way. You know,
We need a war, Drew. We need World War III.
Yeah,
100%.
possibly. Even that will be.
We do.
Well, here's the thing. What I read about, I don't read anything anymore. It's all what I listen to. Is that we're in a cycle now where it's been 7,000 years since the last meteor hit and destroyed and upset the planet and wiped out half the population.
Yep.
It's been 7,000 years. Normally it's about 5,000 years. Yeah, the average.
Right.
So at any, and the theory that the last I heard is why Australia has small marsupials, that like Africa's got large animals.
Yeah.
Is because out from Western Australia there was a large meteor that hit the water, and there's a big, they call it a Venturi, where there's a huge tsunami hit WA, and potentially that's why the Aboriginal people are so primitive. Like they've rebuilt themselves 5,000 years ago. Okay, this actual part of the world rebuilt itself, so our people are really primitive. They've haven't had a lot of contact in that time. And all our marsupials are really small because they were the things that were in the cracks and whatnot. Everything was wiped out in this country potentially, and 5,000 years later we've got kangaroos, and like that's
they're getting bigger.
the largest of our thing. But it makes
could that be good? I don't really want to be in it.
I don't want to survive it.
I don't.
Would you want to survive?
Oh my god! Okay, no. Well, only if I'm not affected by it. Only if I can keep on living in my lovely unit in Broadbeach and
but
not be in any way affected. No. Do you know what? I was talking about this with a friend the other day because Mad Max 3 is out. And they're like, oh, you're gonna see it, and I went, no, I'm not, because when Mad Max the first one came out, I was a kid in the 80s, and at the time, the Cold War was going on, and it was all about nuking each other. Yeah. And my mum used to take us to protest marches, clearly where I get my protesty vein. And she used to take us to anti-nuke protest marches growing up in Sydney. We went to a couple of them. I remember them clearly. And I was so scared. I honestly thought, and that's what the media was reporting, that Russia or America at any time were about to drop a bomb on each other. I mean, that's what... the Smiths were singing about, it was dropping the bomb. So when Mad Max came out and I saw it for the first time as a kid, I thought it was a documentary. I actually thought that was going to happen.
It was very believable.
And that we were going to end up living in the desert with these fucking crazy people on just crazy motorbikes and shit.
Trying to get oil.
I was so scared of that film. Yeah. That I can't watch the new Mad Max 3. Yeah. So no, I don't want to survive if potentially that's going to happen. Yeah.
You know what? I found this thing that they plant in council parks everywhere. It's called Mat Rush, and you can eat it. Right. For that reason,
really?
Like could you name anything you can eat?
Witchetty grubs.
Okay.
Haven't seen one recently though.
Yeah, me too. But I had this thought recently,
but again, everything that would be meat. So yeah.
All right, imagine this.
Carrots.
The power. Something happens. The power is shut off on the Gold Coast tomorrow.
Yeah.
Everything we do now, every truck driver that brings the order to the local IGA is by electricity. Every single thing we've set. All our photos are in the cloud. For fuck's sake,
I know.
Everything is gone. If it all turns off for say 3 months. Wow.
Do you watch Doomsday Preppers? I fucking love that show.
Yeah,
oh my God. Oz and I.
I don't watch it, but the idea.
The child that I keep saying his name. No, there's legitimate, some of the people are nutbags. Yeah. But they're super preppers. Like they've dug, they've gotten shipping containers built under their house. Yeah. They have, I'm not getting years worth of supplies.
But what if they were
But some of them are dead on the money. Some of them are all about, because some of them, their reasons are stupid, but some of them aren't. And some of them I go, I legitimately believe that you're probably really quite smart in doing this. Some of the reasonings were the oil running out when we get to parity, which is not long off. Yeah. Like we'll see it in our lifetime. the earth is going to run out of oil.
Yeah.
And yet I just laughed. Like, it's not funny. It's a really bad thing that's going to happen. And yeah, these people are prepping for that. And so they fucking should. You should be, man. At least you got land. You should be doing that. Hey.
Yeah, but here's the thing. All right, let's say
you have veggies
let's say
and shit
you have
growing?
one in Broadbeach and you've got this hideaway bunker and you've got a year and you're on Doomsday Preppers Australia and then boom, it all shuts down. People are going to be knocking on your door, not just one.
I know you
so
need guns.
do you want to survive?
No, well, these guys have guns and all sorts.
What are they going to do? Like
Prepared for
shoot
that.
thousands and
well,
thousands
yes,
of people?
I guess
What a
they're
bloodbath.
prepared. It's American though. It's an American show.
They
so,
love it.
Yeah.
They love it. I got them good, Dad.
But do you have veggies and stuff growing at your house? Are you
yeah.
self-sufficient in any way? Like, how long do you reckon you could last off what you've got
Well,
at
I
your
can
place?
eat Matt Rush. Did you know 80% of all the grass you can eat? You have a little white bit. You pull out a blade of grass
Yeah, I
and
love
the
that.
white bit in the bottom.
Tastes delicious.
You can eat
so
that.
Sweet. Yeah, I do. I
Yeah.
have.
Shut up. You
I have for
don't know.
years. What are you talking about? I do it all the time if I'm near grass. I love I
like
like
which
that
do
white bit. It's yummy. It's almost sweet.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I do often think about dogs pissing on it, but it's the
Nah.
inside, so it's
Dogs.
fine.
Cute dogs.
Cute dogs.
Elon Musk, right? He's the guy that owns the sounded quite intelligent then.
You did. I was thinking.
Who's the electric car company in America?
Tesla.
Tesla, right? He's the guy
Nikola.
that owns. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. He owns the Tesla company. He's created this thing that you can buy to put on the wall. It has its own. It's a battery.
Yeah.
So currently, if you've got a solar power thing on the roof, you've got to have this dorky thing on the underneath the house that actually relies on power. You actually need the power.
really?
Yeah, because it's grid related.
So the solar power things that people have on their roofs are essentially useless.
Well,
Is that what you're
unless
saying?
you have a whole bunch of car batteries in the
No.
shed somewhere.
Seriously?
So and then you have to get a flick of the switch to actually go from the So all the solar we have right now
So without
is
a
grid related.
generator, they'd be fucked.
Oh yeah, big time. They're just converters and they send power back to the power companies, right?
That is so stupid.
But this guy, Elon Musk, I don't know how much they cost, but they're the size of a backpack. You
Yeah.
put them on the wall. They've got a little generator. They're the first thing invented where you can live off grid, and you can get a bunch of them. And if the power goes down, you've got 3 months of power just from
all right.
this thing. It's this first of something positive for the world from the smart
Well,
guy.
there's loads more. Tesla invaded way more, but he got murdered for his ideas. Like, read stuff about him, man. He came up with way more. And then what's the company that stole all his shit?
Westinghouse.
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't think it was Westinghouse.
Yeah.
It was one of them.
Yeah, Thomas Edison. Yeah, I think it was Westinghouse. Yeah.
Terrible. But no. Shit. What was I going to tell you? You were talking about the battery and oh, damn it. It's gone. My brain is so bad in my old age.
Oh, another beer.
It was really good. Let's wrap it up.
Oh, why not? Hey,
What?
thanks.
My pleasure. Bye.
And a dare.
Yes?
Thanks.
This was supposed to be...
Hey, I don't know what goes.
Oh, it was supposed to be episode 60, but I've come in early because you've clearly run out of friends.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I've been slow. I've been doing some real work. Can you give me some? I love it when you do your radio voice. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you today. I had to speak to some guy from this Beaudesert radio station today, and he was such an asshole. He was just talking to me like Drew, I'm so... I don't even want to drop his name.
Off it,
but
no,
I ended up halfway through going, hey, man, I'm not... Can you just talk to me like a normal person?
Yeah.
He was just upselling me, and he's telling me all about
was
his
it an
things.
account manager?
No.
No?
He's one of those guys. And
Was
they're
it
a
an
volunteer.
announcer?
I've said too much, but yeah, he's an announcer in one of those stations.
right.
And I was just hearing the guy.
Were
and
you
it
on
was
air
like,
talking about your product?
No, just talking to me. But he was dragging me into stuff.
He was
but,
trying to get you to buy airspace.
but it was horrible. But can you give me some of that?
Nah. I'm really just annoyed that I've zoned on the fucking Tesla thing. It's going to bug me. I'm
Yeah?
going to end up calling you. It'll be on the drive halfway home, and I'll be like, yeah. So anyway, I was going to tell you about... It's gone. I hate it when that happens.
You working Sunday?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Tune in.
Yeah. Okay, see you, Anna.
Bye.